Why, they're empty. Say, you sure can get a lot in these bags.
Don't say I didn't warn you. This is a warning to everyone who just clicked on this video. Tonight, we're going to be exposing how dark TikTok really is. And your first question may be, Sean, how could TikTok get so dark? There's a side of TikTok that most of you guys have not been exposed to. But lucky for you guys, I spent the last 24 hours finding TikToks that the mainstream will never show you. And before I see someone in the comments talk about, Sean, these videos are not even scary, just wait till the end of the video. We'll see if you can handle it. What's even scarier than the TikToks we're about to watch today is the fact that 60% of you guys are not subscribed to the channel. So make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe for more scary videos. Thank you.
There is a new trend now where people are cutting the inside of their ears and leaving gaping holes. I really don't know the purpose of it. I understand people want to express themselves a certain way, but it does seem a little excessive in my opinion. I mean, part of the reason why you have that is so you can hear. So that part is called like the conch or something like that. I read about it. It's the inside piece, but what's the purpose? I mean, is it just expression? Some people were joking and saying that, oh, well, now they can hear behind them better. Or you can stick your finger through and like grab someone. I don't know. I would be worried that someone would just grab my ear and like rip it open. But have you ever seen this before? I know there's a lot of people that do piercings on their ears, even people with like the big giant earlobes, but I've never seen where the center of the ear now is cut. Is that something you've ever seen? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Is that something that you would do?
I think we need to start drawing a line on the term expressing yourselves, because I don't care how deeply emotionally disturbed you may be. Why are you cutting holes in your ears, bro? Like, imagine I woke up sad today. I'm like, yeah, bro, you just don't understand me, bro. You just don't get it. Yeah, I really don't get it, because why are you cutting holes in your ears?
The father of the child involved in this viral Michael Jordan situation has officially spoken out. So in a recent interview, Tyler Reddick, who is the winner of the Daytona 500 and the father of the child involved in that viral Michael Jordan situation, stated that he did in fact see the video, and he stated that he does not see what everyone else sees. He feels like Michael Jordan did nothing wrong at all, and also went on to say that he and his family have gotten very close with Michael Jordan and his family over the past year, so it just seems like all of their families have a very close relationship. And that is really all that he said in the interview. So he is basically defending Michael Jordan for what he, was seen doing live on TV to his child. And a lot of people just feel like, if it was someone else, maybe he wouldn't be reacting the way that he did. But at the end of the day, he is defending Michael Jordan and he believes that he did nothing wrong at all. Definitely a very interesting situation, that is for sure. And who knows if Michael Jordan will ever address all of this, but I guess we're going to have to wait and see. And I'm just really curious to know your thoughts about all of this.
Long before these files dropped, there was a different way that they were displaying the missing that were a part of their operation. It was called the Milk Project, and it started in 1993. What they would do is place the missing on the side of the milk carton. And over 180 A-list celebrities were a part of it. I know many people remember the Got Milk movement, that they would put milk mustaches on a lot of advertisement. And guess who was the first celebrity to be a part of this Got Milk movement? None other than Naomi Campbell, and then the list of celebrities go on and on, which you could read right there. Now, what you need to know is that Naomi Campbell is mentioned in multiple files. Just 2 years after Jeffrey Epstein got out of jail, she was inviting him to a lot of fashion events. She was facilitating him into all of these industry spaces. That's her right there with Ghislaine Maxwell, which we just saw a video surface, her using her Fifth Amendment. This is a post of one of the survivors talking directly to Naomi Campbell, saying that she saw her at parties, she saw her in Epstein's home, on the plane, getting her hair cut, etc. She saw these happening, but she didn't do absolutely anything. Needless to say, most of the industry is in on this, and there's no such thing as coincidences. They follow an agenda, but the most important part is that it is a spiritual contract that they need to abide by. They just had a different form of displaying it back then.
Do you still have the same uncertainty about next year? Do you have an inkling of what you want to do?
Yeah, I mean, I want to live. When I know you guys know. I don't know. I have no idea. Just want to live.
Oh, he just repeated that twice. I just want to live. All he asked that man is about retiring. Why did he immediately go to wanting to live? That wouldn't be eerie if we didn't lose Bean 6 years ago in a helicopter crash, bro. Right after he retired. Like, Kobe did not have time retired and leave after he died. He like quick. And I think it's because Kobe this is just my theory, right? Did y'all see this movie, Him? This is interesting too. How they always gotta collect, they gotta pass the torch or they soul get collected. But when it come to Kobe, he had a lawsuit with these industries, but I think he wasn't conforming to the contract. I don't think it's just because of the lawsuit, bro. That might have added on to it, but LeBron, he's been a good boy, you know? But they don't care. These never cared, bro. It's crazy. Hey, I hope LeBron is good, bro. But I ain't gonna lie, once you make them packs, it's too late.
I mean, if that's really the case, you know, he's the one that sold his soul and he got himself into this predicament. So it's like, you can only feel so bad, you know?
So Jimmy Kimmel tweeted back in 2010, I like my pizza in an organic vegan restaurant in Manhattan. They have something called live pizza. Isn't it funny how none of us reading this has ever made such a specific joke about pizza? It's always them. Hey, at Jimmy Kimmel, can you help me understand this post of yours a bit better? What's the difference between a or live pizza? Care to explain? Even if you go back to previous old Ellen tweets, they're all from like 2013, 2015. A lot of other people are from like just later on dates. This was back in 2010. So I think they definitely thought that people were not going to ever figure this out, especially because the internet wasn't like crazy with like conspiracy theories, right? So they thought they could kind of just get away with this. Maybe they're kind of just giving the location of where it is. But also, that's just all speculations. Maybe there's something is called or live pizza. I mean, I would get it. I would understand this if it was like some random person that said something like this, because then there is a chance that, you know, it's just a coincidence. But it's like Jimmy Kimmel, the guy who's still #1 for his niche, right, is talking about something like this. What do y'all think?
It's clear what they're talking about because, you know, bro, I love food. I really love food, bro. But I don't talk about it like that. You know what I'm saying? For me, you know, I love some chicken tacos, but I'm not going to go out there and write an entire weird paragraph about how much I love chicken tacos. You know what I mean? And they're all talking about the same food, like pizza this, pizza that. Did none of y'all like chicken Alfredo? Like,
why are people saying that Justin Bieber was allegedly on live on Sunday night confirming all of the rumors about Selena Gomez? People are saying that he went live, that he was fully crashing out, that he apparently was confirming all of the rumors going around about Selena Gomez. Now, the question is, if that really did happen, that would be all over the internet, right? People would have screen recorded. And I asked that question in one of the comments, and somebody said they scrubbed everything off the internet. People said that they screen recorded it, that people are claiming they screen recorded it, and they woke up and the screen recording was no longer on their phone. Look, if that really did happen, we would have some kind of recording. There would be some kind of recording. And for people to claim that their own screen recordings from their phones have been erased, like, is this a joke? Is this like something, like a test or something to see how quickly stories can spread online? Like, I'm just confused. Because I went down the rabbit hole and I could not find a single thing. So please let me know in the comments, what is this?
And then, like, low-key, does nobody remember when Northwest drew this? Like, I feel like we weren't alarmed enough. Like, this is literally a demon in agony and in eternal torment. And the way she dresses now is like the physical manifestation of that picture. Listen, let those who have ears hear. But I cannot explain it, but I'm telling you, it's like the physical manifestation. And then, bro, when I see those black teeth, it reminds me of the demons in the movie who have, like, old blood or something in their mouth. So their teeth are, like, you know, black. And then even in this picture, like, Kim's energy gives big pimpin'. Like, for real, with the hat. Like, yes, she's more exposed than her daughter, but it's like, it's not the time yet. It's just not time yet. But pretty soon, you know what time it is. Like, when I seen this picture, like, I don't know if it was a year ago or 2 years, I think I prayed for her, and not long after, it may have been 3 or 4 years, actually. She was young when she drew this, too, which makes it more alarming. I think I prayed for her, and I had a dream that 3 mermaids were chasing me, like Marine Kingdom spirit or something, some type of demon chasing me the whole dream, and there wasn't even any land, like, it was just endless running, endless water, and 3 mermaids.
Does anyone else remember being told in school that your blood is blue until it hits oxygen. I vividly remember that. In elementary school science class, teacher standing at the front saying your blood is blue inside your body and it turns red when it touches air. And most of us accepted that as a fact. But here's the thing, that's not true. Human blood is never blue, ever. It's always red, dark red when it's low in oxygen, bright red when it's oxygenated, but never blue. So why do so many of us remember being taught that? Was it a simplified explanation that got misunderstood? Or is this another Mandela effect moment where thousands of people share the exact same memory that apparently never happened? Even crazier, veins look blue under your skin, but that's just how the light interacts with the tissue. Your inside them is still red. So why were we all told that? Or at least we all remember them telling us that. As always, stay weird.
So the guy who reached into his backpack to recreate the Charlie Kirk moment is no longer with us. And Myron actually confirms this for us in this little tweet. Before that, people are literally stating that in the United States, simply opening your backpack in public makes people think you're a shooter. What a rotten culture. To an extent, that is completely true. I mean, all he does is like, wait, give me a second. He opens his backpack. Everybody starts running back. Myron Gaines confirms this, saying, you can't see it on camera, but bro was surrounded by cops. Buddy almost got himself smoked. I mean, guys, how much of an idiot could you be to even make a joke like that when there is literally 7 cops surrounding you, ready? Like, I would get it if Myron was just by himself, like, you don't like him, you're gonna troll him super, super hard, but that is dumb. That is super dumb. Like, that's almost like 20 IQ level dumb, but what do y'all think?
You can be sued for using a sample in your song that's unreleased if you posted it online. Sexy Red may be sued by the Michael Jackson estate because she used his song Beat It and she put her own creative twist on it and turned it into Just Eat It. They said they had no idea that she was doing it, and since she posted it online, they can say that she is using their creative likeness, their IP, to influence herself and for people to gravitate towards her. That's what happens to people all the time. Don't use samples you can't clear. It doesn't matter if it's just for fun. They will sue you if they think you're going to make any money off of it.
We need to bring criticism back, because what do you, like bro said, her creative twist. There's nothing creative about this lady. You know, I'm not throwing no accusations out there. I'm just saying what I heard on the internet. But, you know, there's rumors saying that she is literally a CIA plant to bring degenerate activities to the youth. You can't just take a song, make it degenerate, and then be like, oh, I'm just, you know, expressing my artistic value. Like, no, bro. Nobody wants to listen to that garbage, bro. Turn that off.
So after rapper Lil Poppa's unfortunate passing, fans are concerned because there's a video going around where he basically predicted his own saying he talked to God. God told him that he didn't have much time left. In fact, he was pretty specific on the time frame of it. I'll roll it for you guys right now, but if you don't know, popular Jacksonville rapper Lil Poppa has just passed away. And before you go commenting who in the comments, he was a great melodic hip-hop artist with some notable collabs like Justin Rari, 2K Baby, and so on. But the crazy thing is, he really built his cult-like fan base just by himself. Like, his top 10 songs are pretty much all solo songs, and he really blew up off of being himself and being authentic. But fans are concerned and confused that something might be going on behind the scenes after watching this weird video of him basically saying that he knew he was gonna pass and God talked to him and told him that. Here it is, guys. Let us know your thoughts in the comments, but RIP our boy Lil Poppa. Honestly, a shame he passed. Very generational talent. I do believe that everyone watching this video should go check him out if you haven't already.
You don't, you'll be proud of me, OG. Woke up, read me a Bible verse, got some breakfast in my system, talked to God about it. You know what I'm saying? And he laid it on me. I got one more album, EP, mixtape, whichever one it's gonna be, I got one more. And it's over, I'm going to find my peace.
I mean, we steal 100 to 300,000 a year.
Why, they're empty. Say, you sure can get a lot in these bags, can't you?
We throw the into the houses that we own, and we grind up all the in the sausage and the hamburger. McDonald's is one of our favorite outlets. And the people, they eat it for breakfast, they eat it for lunch. And, you know,
Meta wants to add facial recognition to their smart glasses so anybody can literally just look at you on the street and instantly know who you are. Dude, this is obviously insane. According to this new report from the New York Times, Meta is building a new feature that's called name tag for their Ray-Ban smart glasses. This new feature would allow anybody wearing the glasses to look at you and their AI assistant would instantly identify you. And here's what might make this a little bit worse, because an internal Meta memo was just leaked and it says this, I'm literally gonna quote this. We will launch during a dynamic political environment where many civil society groups that we would expect to attack us would have their resources focused on other concerns. Okay. And this isn't just theoretical, because Harvard students already proved that you can connect Ray-Ban Meta glasses to facial recognition software and identify random strangers in public. And by the way, Meta sold over 7 million Ray-Ban glasses just... Whoa. And by the way, Meta sold over 7 million of these glasses just last year alone. The ACLU is coming out and they're saying themselves that facial recognition is a dire threat. Yeah.
No big deal, just Jeffrey Epstein standing in front of 7 boxes labeled CIA. Don't believe me? Here we go. CIA, 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 and then CIA, CIA. Now why would he have access to anything related to the CIA?
You guys know about the mattress theory, right?
No. Mattress theory?
Yes. Tell me why. If you look at mattress stores, a lot of them are across the street from each other. That's one. Two, mattress stores, they barely have anybody in there.
They never do.
How are you staying in business for years to come? You're beating out all the other businesses?
So you're saying that they're hiding things in those mattresses?
It could be laundering, it could be transport, it could be fronts. If you pay attention, really look at mattress stores, where they're located. A lot of them are near each other. They never go out of business. How many mattresses do you buy every year?
You don't.
You don't. So how many other times do other people buy mattresses?
You probably buy one every few years.
Exactly.
Realistically.
I mean, to stay in business, you got to sell, right?
So you're saying they stuff in and or money like cartoons?
I'm not claiming anything. It doesn't make sense. That's all I'm saying.
It's like the mall, though. What's all those stores in the mall doing? How are they in business?
I don't know.
Seriously, go to your local mall. Just look around. How's kiosks?
Yeah, a lot of them.
How are they in business?
I don't know.
How are they making that much money?
Especially with Amazon right now.
When's the last time you actually went to a mall?
I actually just went. First time in a long time.
But you like to buy like some clothes or whatever?
Nah.
What do they buy in malls?
That's what I'm saying. It's like always a bunch of empty stores.
It's fraud, right? So if you really think about it, if these stores aren't selling stuff the way they are, especially with Amazon, and the competition is crazy right now. Think about this. You have a large overhead. You have all this inventory. How are you staying in business? Now you look at a situation like the Leering Center in Minnesota and all these.
Fuck is the Leering Center?
Well, the Learning Center.
Oh,
remember the Leering Center? They forgot the N, and the daycare fraud, right?
Oh, right.
So they have no, but you got $6 million a year for no. So you really got to look at all these other businesses, because how are you staying afloat?
That's how they're going to crash the system.
They're going to
keep exposing this. We're going to find out everything's a fraud.
Right.
Do they think we're stupid?
That's why we're $38 trillion in debt. And how are we able to print our own money, but we're paying taxes? Does that make sense?
How?
If we can create the money, why are we paying taxes? Does that make sense to anybody? You can just print it up, right? But we pay taxes. That's the fraud right there.
This whole place is built on it.
Does anybody else see this shit?
We're getting there. I'm telling you, that's why Trump is the last president of this regime.
Because once we show all the fraud that's going on over the next few years, when it goes from healthcare, when it goes to the school system, when it goes into all these other different industries, you're like, oh, if all this is a fraud, we're done.
That's where we're going, guys.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I've walked into mattress stores a couple of times in my life and I have never seen anybody there. Like, there's genuinely never anyone there. You walk through, you just lay on a bed and then you leave. That's literally the only experience I have at those places. And there's never been anyone there. There's just like one worker that doesn't care about nothing. He's just sitting over there in the corner getting paid to do nothing.
That's that watch his eyes right here.
I know in my case,
Is your money dirty money?
Immediately his eyes closed. He did not like that question at all. We close our eyes when we think or hear things that we don't like. So he immediately tried to block that question out. He was not a fan of that at all.
Let me give you that. I know in my case,
Is your money dirty money?
If you live,
I just asked a question. Is your money dirty money?
No, it's not. So
you hear how quietly he said that? As I pointed out earlier, he's big with body language. He moves his hands a lot. He just said, no, it's not. He's trying to hide what he's saying. So I would not take a response like that at face value. That's what we look at, and that's what we look for when we're looking for deception.
If you live,
I just asked a question. Is your money dirty money?
No, it's not. So in fact,
why is it not dirty money?
Because I earned it. But
you earned it
I earned it
We
legally.
went back to this before. You earned
Yes.
it. You earned it advising the worst people in the world.
Now, see, he smiled immediately when he was starting to get frustrated.
You earned it.
This is something that manipulative people sometimes practice, to smile when they're feeling other emotions to cover that emotion, so that it's a mask in essence. So this is very, very typical of people who have histories like Jeffrey Epstein.
President Barack Obama, Caroline, was recently asked if aliens are real. He says they're real, but he hasn't seen them. The president's daughter-in-law, Lara Trump, told Miranda Devine of the New York Post that the president has a prepared speech on this issue that he prepares to deliver at the right time. Is that true? And does the Trump administration believe aliens are real?
Well, a speech on aliens would be news to me. That sounds very exciting, though. I'll have to check in with our speech writing team. And that would be of great interest to me personally, and I'm sure all of you in this room, and apparently former President Obama, too. So we'll keep you posted on that.
If you're watching this video right now and you're somebody that uses Discord, your messages, your voice chats, and your entire history is literally being sold to law enforcement and AI. And obviously nobody told you because I'm telling you right now. So there's a company that's called SpyPet that was caught scraping data from over 620 million different Discord users across 14,000 different servers. So obviously that's a big number because this is a big deal. We're talking about 3 billion messages collected, archived, and put up for sale. And by the way, it only costs $5 in crypto to look up anybody you want and get all of their information. They're saying that not only your messages, your voice activity, what servers you're in, what you said, and when you said it, literally all of it is available to anybody that's willing to pay, which you'd be surprised at who would want to. And they're saying that SpyPet actually had an enterprise model specifically marketed to law enforcement and agencies and AI companies for training their models. So using all of your personal Discord data to make AI better. Discord has now officially stated that they've shut down SpyPet, but it doesn't matter because the data's already out there, obviously. I don't think it matters that you already did something and now you're just not gonna do it again. You already did it.
Morbid Facts, Part 905. 24-year-old Bulgarian influencer Andrea Ivanova drew global attention after reportedly spending more than $49,000 on repeated lip filler procedures in pursuit of extreme cosmetic changes. She's publicly shared complications following treatments, including severe swelling, discomfort, and being unable to fully close her mouth. Doctors warn that excessive filler can stretch tissue, increase infection risk, and permanently alter normal facial function. In 2018, a 34-year-old man in Hunan, China attempted to fake his own by sending his car into a river as part of an insurance fraud scheme meant to send his family a payout of about $145,000. But fully believing her husband had truly, his wife later 2 children before taking her. Authorities said she had no knowledge of the plan and had been under severe emotional and financial stress, including heavy medical expenses tied to a child's epilepsy treatment. The man resurfaced days later and turned himself into police, telling investigators the scheme was driven by debt, turning what began as a fraud attempt into a fatal chain of unintended consequences.
So this whole time, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is humanoid reptiles that live in the sewer, which is underground, hidden from people, like pizza. And they're skilled in martial arts. They're mutants, they're sentient, and they come out in the shadows while people remain unaware. That's quite the story, that they live underground. Reptiles. And usually, there is some form of truth with things that are presented to us in the guise of entertainment. You have to just go with me here, because we are constantly being introduced, and people have been speaking up about just reptilians living amongst us underground in Antarctica, underground formations of tunnels, seeing ancient pictures that look like there's reptilians, there's aliens, hearing these stories like David Icke, where there's just lots of stories that these people are shapeshifters and gotten into different types of forms of government. Now I say, let's just go down this train of thought and think for a second with what the scripture says as far as the mark of the beast. A beast is a creature that is animal. Humanoid animal? Who knows? Beast is the description in the scripture, the image of the beast. We also know that Satan is called that great dragon or that old serpent, a reptile. Dragon is a reptile called Satan. He's red. He's a beast. You just have to just try to get past what your limits are in your paradigm and try to go down a road that you have not traveled before to see if there's truth to it.
You know Simon Cowell? He had a weird ass video. Watch. Simon Cowell. Listen.
Pizza Land, Pizza Margarita. Now, Pizza Land doesn't exist anymore. If anyone can find me the recipe, I'll pay you $1,000.
Oh, you bag what he's trying to say, right? Because they don't run the island anymore, but he still wants to.
He still wants to eat the pizza.
Eat the pizza.
Oh, yo. The one thing I wonder is why is pizza always featured in children's cartoons?
Oh, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Bro, they're always obsessed with pizza,
and they always make it look really tasty.
They're really tasty all the time.
Yo, remember that episode of SpongeBob, the crusty crab pizza? Yeah. Remember when they open the pizza and they're looking at it and it's like, what's that? Is that the cheese?
Yeah.
And the pepperoni?
Yeah.
And then the look on their faces is really lustful.
Yeah, and then they're licking their lips and all that stuff.
Really? Bro, and remember what I said? SpongeBob is low-key tied to the island too. Yeah. That makes sense.
Bro, even Spongebob was on Epstein Island. And Spongebob's 20 years old, bro. So I'm not gonna lie, that's a little suspicious for my boy to be out there.
There's theories that LeBron hasn't retired yet just because they sacrifice all their players after.
Oh.
Yeah, and that one it's tricky, right? So I seen something where they named King James, that's his nickname, right? But there's a real King James, and when they won the championship in Cleveland on June 19th, that's when the real King James was born. And in the bubble, when they won the championship, after the day Kobe died and his daughter died, it was Father-Daughter Day.
On Father-Daughter Day.
Yes. And they won by 13 points. Kobe was the 13th pick in the draft.
Now, okay, who's making these days?
Behind the scenes, this is all just your favorite game is all planned.
We finally know the exact amount of how much the Breaking Bad house sold for, and honestly, it's quite shocking. So as all of you likely know, very recently, the notorious lady that owns the iconic Breaking Bad home listed it up for sale for $400,000, and it was reported that there was actually a bidding war between many people to actually purchase the home. And well, according to the person that actually won the bidding war and has now officially purchased the house, which is actually Aiden Ross, he revealed on his live stream that he had to spend $1.4 million on the iconic Breaking Bad home. So he ended up spending $1 million more than the original listing, and honestly I feel like $1.4 million for the iconic Breaking Bad home is not that bad. As long as Aiden Ross doesn't destroy the home and also doesn't act like the lady that now previously owned the iconic Breaking Bad house, he's going to be making his money back, and if not more. There is just no denying that. So I guess we're really going to have to wait and see, but definitely a pretty interesting situation, that is for sure. We now have a new owner of the Breaking Bad house, which is Aiden Ross. He spent $1.4 million on it, and I'm curious to know your thoughts about all of this.
This woman said a cat spoke to her when she was in Haiti. But before she even got there, her mom told her something weird. She said, if you see an animal, don't look at it, don't talk to it, just look away, because some of those animals could actually be human. She thought it was a joke, but every single evening, this black cat would show up outside the house, and it wouldn't meow, it wouldn't move, it would just stand there and stare at her. She said every time she saw it, she got chills, goosebumps, like something wasn't right. And one day, nobody was home. She was taking a shower, and through the wall, she could see outside. The cat was there, watching her. She looked at it, and she swears the cat looked back at her and said her middle name, Lisa. That's when she screamed. Her aunt came running home. Instead of laughing, her aunt went outside and cussed the cat out, told it to never come back. And she says that was the last time she ever saw the cat. But here's the part that freaks her out the most. Every single time she saw the cat, she had sleep paralysis that same night. And she says she still has it to this day. She knows what she heard. As always, stay weird.
You will never want to go to the cinema or step outside of your house after watching this video. This guy is James Holmes, who was raised in California. His dad was a scientist and his mum was a nurse. Pretty smart family. Now, from a young age, he apparently had extremely vivid night terrors. He used to always have vivid dreams, apparently, of becoming a mass and love and weapons and all of that kind of stuff, but at a very, very young age. In May 2012, he legally bought 4 and along with this, he bought a pair of spike strips. Now, on July the 19th, just before all of the tragedy unfolded, James sent his diary to his psychiatrist. Inside this book, he stated about what he was gonna do, his plans to how brutal this really was going to be. James then entered into a cinema in Aurora and called a crisis line to tell people what he was about to do. Now, the midnight showing in the theatre of The Dark Knight Rises film, you can see James walking into the theatre on the CCTV. He goes and gets everything out of the car before re-entering the screen at around 12:38 and sets off canisters into the cinema. He then immediately opened fire on the whole audience, unaliving 10 people tragically straight away. 2 more people later, and over 70 people were as well. The youngest victim was just a old girl. Witnesses and people working there said this happened literally as there was a gunfight on the screen, so people just thought the sounds were coming from the screen, or even thought what was happening was just special effects. The police arrived fairly quickly after this though, and James was arrested and didn't even hesitate, but then said that his apartment was booby-trapped if they went there. It was, of course, and then after this he was sentenced to 12 consecutive life sentences.
What's that? Oh, people have been looking into glitter to see what it's made out of, and it appears it may be made out of... What? Yeah, there's been some investigating done, and they're finding out that glitter, they say that it's made of microplastics, but when they put it under a microscope, it has the exact same look as that of ashes of a... Oh, goody! So people were trying to figure out who the main buyers were of glitter. So they went to the 2 main glitter factories and asked them, and they said, you wouldn't want to know, we're never telling you. So they investigated more, and they found out that their main buyers are morgues and crematories. Fun! More and more people are looking at ashes that they have, and they're looking under a microscope, and they are looking identical to that of what glitter looks like under a microscope. Fun!
YouTube is completely down right now. So if you're like me and you're looking for a good YouTube video to watch while you eat dinner, you probably haven't eaten yet because YouTube is just not up right now. If you try to go on YouTube, you're just gonna see this little something went wrong, try again button. And every time you press it, nothing is gonna happen because there is no again. It's down, guys. I guess I'm just gonna have to scroll TikTok while I eat tonight.
You will hate me for saying this, but why the fuck is nobody talking about what they just said on national TV? Listen to this carefully.
You are 6 years younger than your chronological age.
What? I'm 34! What? Yes! That's almost 10 years younger.
You're aging 18% slower than most people your age.
Are they trying to do LeBron like they did Kobe Bryant? The reporter was basically asking LeBron, do you know if you want to retire after this year, or what do you want to do? And LeBron looked and just said, I just want to live. But the way he said it, y'all, you gotta look at that man's face. That was like a little sad, regretful face. It's like a little smidget like he wanted to really cry, fool. Tell me I'm tripping. Look at this man's face when he said it.
Do you still have the same uncertainty about next year? Do you have an inkling of what you want to do?
Yeah, I mean, I want to live. When I know, you guys will know. I don't know. I have no idea. I just want to live, that's all.
Y'all seen the jaw area when he said, I just want to live. Then he had the little... It was somebody in that crowd he was looking at too. Other than the reporter that asked him the question, he was looking at somebody else too. Y'all be thinking shit's a game all the time, fool. Go take a look at LeBron tattoos. Go look at all the little ritual symbols that he do during the game, after the game. All of that. Y'all let me know down below in the comments. Do y'all think his time may be up?
Say goodbye to glasses because you won't ever need them again. This is insane, but seriously, what the hell?
These new eye drops have actually been in the headlines a lot recently, but the FDA have now approved them. Now, I don't think you understand quite how big this is, but let me put it into context. Now, these eye drops essentially correct your eyes, removing the need for glasses in less than 30 minutes. It's a once-a-day eye drop that you basically put into your eyes. Now, the way they've described this and how it actually works, the eye drop creates a pinhole effect by constricting your pupil, almost like when you change a camera lens around. And from the tests they've been doing, it's helped people see things a lot clearer up close when they didn't before, and increased patients' visibility by over 75% of someone who barely had any sight. It's absolutely insane that it works within 30 minutes and apparently can last up to 10 hours. So you'll just wake up in the morning, put one drop in your eyes, and you're good for the day. Now, the important bit, the testing. So far, there's actually been no negative side effects or things that they've discovered from doing the clinical trials, with zero serious safety concerns and only very mild side effects such as headaches. Apparently, this technology could be coming out within the next year, but the one big question is, how much are they going to cost?
You know, in my opinion, when something says FDA approved, I trust it even less, bro. Because why would I just take some random juice they give me and put it in my eyeballs and just, you know, hope for the best? Thank you guys for watching the video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Let me know your favorite part of the video made you tremble in your boots, and we're going to be on to the next one. Thank you.